Welcome back, everyone, to Late Night Bmore. I'm your host, Basile. We got a full house today. We got the whole crew here, starting off with the Bat Guru himself, Travis Davis. We got Young Hemp, and we got the favorite truth teller to all you hoes out there. It's the one and only Gary Parts. What's going on, everyone?
What's going on, people?
Yeah, so it's been a while. I guess you can see, you know, the setting that's going on here is we're at my place, my apartment. And you know, just some adjustments going on. You know, it's nothing to you know, get concerned of. You know, but you know, sometimes you gotta take a step back to move 2 steps forward. So you know, that's what's going on right now. But we still got a great show for you tonight. We got more great shows for you coming up. If you haven't already, please make sure to like the video, share if you can with those that you want to share with, and subscribe to the channel so you can get more great content that we have in store for y'all. But let's start off with the first segment of the show.
So you don't like those personality tests either?
The Myers-Briggs stuff is based on junk science. It's not even real science. I'm an INFTP. I don't even know the types.
Sure.
We never studied this stuff in grad school because it's all junk.
So Young Hemp, you and I chatted. There's a personality test that you told me about that I had never heard of before.
Oh yeah,
I went and took this test.
you took the test?
I took the test.
What is wrong with you?
16, I know. I know. 16personalities.com for those wondering. I'm sure if you're a female, you already know what this is. But I went and took the test. Why the hell did I take this test? Please tell me what's going on with it.
Yeah, so honestly, I don't know what's going on with it because I'm not single at the moment, but I've been single for quite a while, right? And every woman I ever met wanted me to take this test. And I'm not gonna lie, 99% of the time I didn't and said that I did. But I guess they're thinking that it's gonna show you how you're compatible with them, but it's completely bullshit to me. It's like, hey, you know, you're gonna be this type of person, like INFTJ and all these different combinations of letters and things like that. I think so. This is my perception of it, and I could be wrong, or maybe I'm just an asshole. I feel like people just need to stop with all this testing stuff and just have a conversation. Let's get to know each other. And you're going to find out whether or not we match. But if you're trying to figure out if we're going to, like, before I even get involved with you, that's like me saying, hey, look, let me see what your pussy look like.
Nah, real shit.
Before I even get involved with you, I mean, is it brown, pink, or what?
Yeah.
Since you took the test, do you have your results?
I do have my results.
Do you feel like they were accurate? Do you, like, after reading them?
Well, first of all, to get the full results, you have to pay. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
But so far, what it told me was my personality type is that of architect. So personality traits, I'm 51% introverted, 74% intuitive, 67% thinking, 83% judging, and 53% assertive.
So hold on. Maybe I don't know how percentages work.
It sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
So yeah, maybe I need somebody that's way smarter than me to understand how these percentages are working.
This is how they put it in the test. Like, for example, this intuitive. You're likely very imaginative and open-minded, focusing on hidden meanings and distant possibilities.
Let me ask you something. Travis, do you feel like that's an accurate description of Basile?
I think the assertiveness needs to go up from 53% a lot more. So I think there's certain things that are off from it. But I mean, I guess it is somewhat accurate, which I think these tests are meant to be. Like, I actually did mine. Like, I was on the dating, I'm the hinge dating app.
So
Girl was like,
did
oh,
one?
I got one. I'm trying to find.
Take the test?
No.
That means you shouldn't have taken the
I
test.
shouldn't. It was a nuisance. It was a nuisance. It was a nuisance.
What you know, I feel some type of, I feel like, what y'all meeting? These are corporate women y'all talking
Hand, this is on hand.
They
So
just-
yeah, she was.
They mean on, I don't know what
This is
you're
a dating
meaning
app.
on.
This is a
Okay.
dating app,
okay.
and mine was a commander. I gotta look through the email to see where mine was. But
She
it
was a commander.
I was a commander.
Oh.
I was a commander. Extroverted, intuitive, thinking, and judging were like my letters or whatever. But it just went down a rabbit hole to where it was just like, okay, cool, I'll do this, and then it was like, all right, I'm gonna get some pussy. You know, it's
Yeah.
like transition. But yeah, I've done it, and I just did it just to go through the motions, but like now I'm just kind of over it because it's kind of falling into the same realm of what's your zodiac sign, this and that.
Yeah,
It's like,
I
So
hate that
speaking
shit.
of that,
Oh,
I
I
recently got asked that
I hate that
twice
shit.
by 2 women. When's your birthday? What do you want to know for? I just want to know when your birthday is.
I tell them.
I said, it's in July. Oh my God, you a Cancer. Wait, when in July? 29.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you a Leo. Okay, cool, because I hate Cancers. I hate you.
Look, so I'm not going. So I don't like taking a lot of these things, right? And if I'm not going to tell my girl to watch this because she asked me to take this test, right? And I took it and we talked about it, and she's cool. She probably laugh about the shit that I'm talking about it, but you got to screenshot them fucking results, right? Save them so the next time somebody asks you, "Hey, I'm into this," because at the end of the day, right? This is why I look at things like these whole dating apps and like some of these surface level interactions. Women are very like to the point in what they want. I gotta find out how much money he making, how tall is he, how many kids he got, what's his credit score. With Ben, we just like we don't really have any standards in dealing with these women. Like, okay, she look good, swipe right. She look good, swipe right. Oh, I ain't see that on your profile about kids, so I was wondering, and you ain't had your height on there, and you didn't say what type of job you had. Like, bitch, I don't think that everybody who sees my profile should know.
They're not bitches.
Okay, you're right.
Whores. These whores are on these apps, and what they're not saying is I'm still fucking with my ex.
A lot of times, yeah.
And all this other shit that's going on.
Oh, I got a dude, and I'm searching.
No,
Right.
real talk. Real talk. That's what they're trying to make their transition easy.
And that's cool.
But that's crazy because like social media has got us to the place was though, like you said, like personality. Let's date, and they don't know how to talk
At all. No personality whatsoever.
No personality. Even the ones that look good, bro. I compare them to like being in the elevator and you haven't pressed a button yet.
Just sitting there.
They just sitting there, bro. It's bad, bro. No, I'm serious. It's bad. I've had my share, man, and yes, even now it's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? And y'all ask for these demands, but you don't even meet none of this shit. Like you staying with your mother, you staying with your homegirl,
Right.
Trying
to be staying with you.
Yeah, you got us feeling like we bums the whole time. We find out y'all not out our lead and shit. Like, it's like, shorty, like, you ain't got a car. But you want a nigga with 6 figures? Like, that don't make sense.
So let me ask you this, right? And this is a question for all y'all, right? Have you ever dated a woman and then she start telling you about the people she used to deal with, and you be like, yeah, damn, I should have came in like that. Because certain, like, I'm looking at a woman, and this is something I deal with. Like you said, I got a tendency sometimes to put these women on pedestals and think that they more than what they are.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start to hear about some of their past interaction. I'm like, damn, he did all of that, and I'm coming in treating you right. I said, damn, I could have made $2 million off. No shit. He did it right.
He did it right.
But I say that to say, a lot of them are dealing with baggage from past relationships, and now you're looking for somebody to make up for that. So the last dude you had didn't have no job, so now I got to make 6 figures. The last dude you had slept on your mama's couch with you, so now I got to have my own place. You know what you don't want to deal with, but you're not really bringing anything to the table that I really want. You're not helping me move forward in any way, physically, financially, emotionally, or sexually. I done had my dick sucked a million ways. You're not going to do it no different. You got to bring something else to the table. You know what I mean?
There goes that table talk again.
Well, the table is...
That's real, bro.
Yeah.
That's real. But, because it's so many people talking about it, it get dried out. But this is what I noticed, bro. When it comes to dating, females who like you, they're going to break the rules every time.
Right. Rules are for people they don't like.
They don't like. They're going to break the rules every time. So, and they really don't know what they want. Bro, you could provide 100%, make 6 figures, and guess what? She going to fuck a nigga who broke.
Yeah. That's how I go.
It's the nigga who's slinging the dick,
Yeah.
fucking the shit out of this bitch.
Yeah.
And here you go working and all this shit, and you're like, damn, what the fuck?
Right. What am I doing?
He ain't got a car.
But see, that's what...
They want to change him. They want to find a project.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
No, she's just a hoe. And that's what so it goes back to what we talking about off camera. One of our subscribers, I think he's a subscriber, he made a comment about certain types of women and being in certain situations. You gotta have some discernment in the women that we dealing with, because I can't go to a woman who I know she got 5, 6 kids, none of the children's father stayed, she not working, and then the reason why she has unrealistic expectations because people are meeting them. Like, if I'm making 6 figures and I got my own everything, why am I dealing with a chick that don't have anything going for herself and complaining about it?
It's an easy kill.
Yeah, right. But see, that's the thing.
That's the thing.
The pussy be good. And
It
then
be
you get
good.
caught up.
It be good. It's the easy kill's always good.
But see, they the ones that don't see the one.
But you gotta have some self-control. But
Yeah,
it's
There we
easy
go.
said
There
and
we go.
done.
Devil's advocate. What's wrong with the men and no sexual discipline?
So
Right,
as a man, this is what I'm gonna tell you, right? And so let's say, for instance, your dick get hard 2 2,500 times a day. If I have sex once every 6 months, that's discipline. But if you're a woman and you might only get horny 3-4 times, right? And all 3 or 4 of them times, you either got some dick or you pulled the rose out. Which one of us is more disciplined? I think it's the man because, I mean, I'm going to be frank. I had this conversation with my girl. I said, you know how many times, like I had sex with a lot of women. I'm not going to lie. But do you know how many women I could have had sex with?
Mm-hmm.
If we do the numbers, I probably had sex with 15% of the women I really could have had sex with. But it's a guy out here who might have only had sex 5 or 6 times in his life, but he only had the opportunity to have sex 5 or 6 times.
He's not sexually active. He gonna fuck that girl.
Yeah.
He
has no discipline. If a hole in the wall starts looking good, he gonna throw his dick in it.
Yeah, easier for women. Yeah, because it's easier for women to get it as opposed to guys.
Yeah.
That's why when we have these conversations in regards to like, even with you being in a relationship, right? Women get approached and hit on all the time, not us. So when you a guy, you get in that bag and it's like, shorty, now I got access to different women. And I'm telling you, I was around here at this club and I seen Sweetie and she threw it at me. Shorty, what you...
Right.
Like, that's sweet. What the fuck? You know, that's like, hey, I seen Rihanna. Like, what? Like, are you leaving me because I done hit Rihanna? If anything, you might look at me like, well, how the fuck did he hit Rihanna? Like, can you get us some tickets? Like,
but this is the thing. If let's say you're in a relationship, right, and your girl come and say, look, I seen Michael B. Jordan and, you know, he wanted to go and she went. Well, how would you react to that? Like, would you...
Did he give you some money?
That's a good point. Like, yeah,
how much did he give us?
Right, how much did he give us?
Because it's us.
I gotta turn to my granddaddy now. Like, we shouldn't be in this situation. You sitting on money, bitch. How much?
Right.
Like, you better sell that pussy. Like, how much did he give us? Was it a donation?
I'm not even mad.
That's Michael B. Man. What do you?
Right? What you? I'm looking.
I mean, because ain't no telling nowadays. I don't know. You know, a lot of women out here doing all type of shit, bro. I'm around women all day, based on my business. So it's like hearing them talk. Bro, your girlfriend, your wife, whoever could be cheating on you, and you won't even know.
No,
you're not going.
And this is why so many people crashing out, bro. A lot of men crash out because it's like, and this is why women like, oh, y'all don't want to marry us. No, we don't know what you want. I could do everything and be faithful, and then we fuck around and get a divorce, and now I got to pay alimony, split all this shit. I'm on child support if we have kids, and guess what? Now there's another nigga walking in my house. Everything I bought you, you win with another person.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to rebuild my life over now because I'm fucked up because I hit rock bottom. You reap all the benefits.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like this shit kind of crazy out here, but you really don't know what the fuck they want.
Nah. And
you can do everything and you can be nice and guess what? You're lame.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm sorry. This is interesting. You touched on your business, right? And you know, with your business, has a married woman ever came on to you? Like try to
all the time, bro. I'll show you some shit on my DM. I had your mouth drop. One came at me today.
Sheesh.
So one came at me today, bro.
So that's
I'm keeping the 100 with you, bro. I'm keeping the bean, bro. One came at me today, and then you got to understand how Instagram work now. And it's true what Kanye West was saying in regards to like Instagram got your bitch. He wasn't lying, bro. There are so many women who are married, and you go on their page, you won't even know. And then a lot of them, they are married for financial purposes, security. They don't really like these brothers. Yeah. You ask a woman right now, if it come down to me providing for you, but I can't fuck you good, would you cheat on me? Half of them will tell you, yeah.
You could be fucking a good shit, still cheat on you.
She'll still cheat on you.
Yeah.
She'll still cheat on you because, you know, you got to be one of those guys like, so this is what I found out. The guys who don't have any money, you have to be there emotionally. You have to talk to them all day. That's how you fucking for free. The guys who got money, sure, I'll talk to you whenever the fuck I can.
I'm gonna have to start taking notes.
I can't be emotionally available to you because I'm busy.
Yeah.
But I could pay. What you need? You need your apartment? You need your rent done? Here you go. Here go $2,500. Here you go.
So they got.
And I'll holler at you next week.
They got a team of niggas. They got.
Oh, they always got a team of niggas.
Yeah.
Bro.
That roster.
They always got a roster.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh my goodness.
This ain't the new nigga. This the nigga you didn't know, nigga. Like,
yeah. And the apps keep it back up. They got a roster, and then the apps keep it back up.
You don't know what's going on in their DMs. I'm telling you, bro. Like, I'm around them. I deal with them. The way how they think, bro. Like, I'm training one right now, and she's engaged to this guy. She don't give a fuck about the guy at all. She said, "Wait till I get my degree from nursing or whatever. Once I graduate, I'm moving out of his house." He's gonna fuck around and kill her.
Hey,
I'm serious, bro.
Hey,
no, I'm serious. Like, this shit is crazy.
He paying for it?
He's paying for everything. He don't even know. Bro, I tell him, I'm gonna put my business out. You know, bro, listen, there's a young lady right now who's dealing with a guy. She dealt with multiple guys. They have way more money than me. Way more money. Let me say this again. They have way more money.
So what you saying to some of these people, if I heard their name, I would recognize.
Still. She contacts me still. and was willing to come. She was willing to risk coming to see me. And I showed him
while she was with old boy.
Yeah, why she with this guy? And this guy has fucking money.
Yeah.
Fucking money, bro. Like I'm talking about some
Millions.
bro. And it made and in my mind, I'm showing him and I'm like, bro, that's what I'm saying.
But no, so
I can't even put you up like that, baby.
is she bringing some of the money? Like, tell her, is she going?
No, she's risking coming to see me knowing damn well she shouldn't be even contacting me. That's what I'm saying. Like, you've been with this guy, he's taking care of you, and yet you still reaching out to me and we talking. Oh, that's disrespectful. So that's what I'm saying. So just imagine how many guys
I ain't got
that's
that
happening
money.
to.
Yeah, I ain't got money like that.
I know I damn so ain't got it either, but she's contacting me.
So what position? So it's better. So let me ask you this: what position is it better to be in? The position of the person who's providing and got the money, or the like?
I'm gonna tell you what my granddad and my grandma do say. You got to be the nigga these bitches gonna be fucked up about.
Yeah.
You got to be the one, bro. You got to be the one that they're gonna be fucked up about, because when that happens, you're never gonna lose. You got to be that one guy that's like, fuck, I can't figure him out. Oh my god, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be the one that's bringing the drilling in and keeping the fucking heart rate up. You can't, because this is what happened. We get these girls, we get in relationships and shit like that, and shit gets stale. And sometimes it be us. It's not necessarily them, because now it's like, okay, we got kids. I don't want to slut out. No, you got to slut these bitches out. You just can't keep doing the same shit. Hey, where you at? Get in the truck, suck some dick. Going to Wawa. So suck some dick, run Wawa. We want some sandwiches, come back home.
So the sexual part is you.
You have to, bro, because you don't understand. Women now, they worse than us. They watching porn too. They looking at shit too, believe it or not. So you run here thinking like, oh, my girl, I got a girl. No. And guess what? You ready? If you're not fucking her right, she gonna play with her toys.
Yeah, they
They're playing with toys when you're not there. They got the equipment.
Yeah.
So you got guess what? We got to be a team player.
Yeah. But what's gonna happen when we get our toys?
Look.
That's a whole nother. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole.
No,
But it's already heading in that direction. If you look at what's being, I mean, we talked about this earlier with AI and stuff. So that stuff is already heading in that direction, and there are already people online who are openly posting.
Yeah.
I think there's one guy who married a doll.
Yeah.
But if it comes to that, more than likely, depending on a woman, bro, let me tell you something. Once again, these women, I've heard women say, I would do a threesome with you, but not my guy, not the man that I'm with. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That don't even make any sense.
I don't understand that.
It's madness, right? Because you like, why the fuck would you allow a nigga to have that experience instead of me? I'm your man. Like, what the fuck? Like, why would you let nigga have one up on me like that? But in their mind, it's like, well, I don't want to share you in that capacity, in that space, and I love you and I care about you. And it's like, okay, bitch, I see what you're trying to do.
Right.
You're trying to play a mind game.
Yeah, you're trying to play mind games. But I'm saying that to say there are some women, bro, believe it or not, you have to be bold and just say it. There are a lot of women, if you say, man, shorty, if you ain't eating pussy, I ain't fucking with you.
Oh, yeah.
And they might be like, what? The nerves of him, he's so cocky and arrogant. And before you know it, why eat pussy?
Yeah.
Listen, if you got the man, that's why I tell people all the time, as a man, bro, the best thing you do, bro, is get yourself stable. Financially stable, bro. They gonna whatever, bro. You see it happening in real time, man, bro.
Oh yeah.
This how you know they dropped their rules. Future has fucking 10, 12 baby mamas, bro. And half those women, if you seen them in the street, bro, you'll probably wife them. That's how good some of them look. Why are they?
Russell Wilson did.
You see what I'm saying? Russell Wilson did.
Don't you dare defame Sierra like that.
No, we're not defaming him. Yeah, but hold on. Sierra, the whole Russell situation, if Russell was a nigga around the way, they wouldn't fuck with him.
Yeah.
They wouldn't.
Because there's a lot of Russell Wilsons around the way who ain't got no money and they consider lames and cornballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they short.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's always rules on us. Now, I never heard a bitch say, when they start eating pussy and fucking with other women, same sex, oh, bitch got to be 6'4", and she got to make 6 figures. It's only for us, dog.
No lie.
It's only for us. When, this dumb shit they be having, man, and that shit, that is stupid, but that's a whole nother topic anyway. But yeah, bro, they don't know, bro, and you got to just be bold. Whatever you want, when you got the finances, because our ceiling is higher. I know women that I train and women who I've talked to or dated, because I get them to talk to me about certain shit. Women who are in their 20s, 30s, who look good, fucking niggas who 55, 60.
Yeah. But that's when we're most likely to reach our peak when it comes to being stable and stuff like that.
And guess
They
what?
take this
walking around
personality
prideful
test
on social media because guess what? Oh, my pussy good. Because No, bitch, you fucking somebody who's about to die.
Yeah.
Oh, you getting hit 3
Yeah.
pumps, that's it. You're gonna go down. No, that's pop.
Yeah, 55 on
55. Bitch, I pop one of these honey packs, bitch.
Right, I already paid for it. If I paid for it, that means it's for me.
Yeah, like
If
what you talking about,
55,
man?
you got a 20-year, we all know you're paying for it. It's cool. You at that age.
So what you're saying is that this personality test is a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. It's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see like levels of what you engage in, like on, I guess, a professional level or just a social engagement level. It's interesting to see how closely it matches up, but I do think it falls into like the Zodiac level of engagement and stuff like that, and like trying to measure
Like an
certain
icebreaker, I guess, more so. It's not
Well, I
something that
always
you should-
get baffled
Good
by
point.
how intense people take these things, whether it's the Zodiac or the personality test. I'm like, y'all really like live and die by
They
like,
live and
Yeah.
this
they read the
is
books.
you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Like, how complex, like, whatever.
It don't make
Yo,
sense
God.
because if you tell me I'm an Aries and I need to be with a Leo, then y'all try that. That shit still ain't work. So what the fuck you talking about? Oh, you give me Leo vibes. What are you, Aries?
Right.
Shut the fuck
But
up.
look, then they go deep and say, well, what's your moon sign?
Yeah.
What's your this and what's that?
Oh, yeah,
And,
yeah.
and look, that's cool, right? I just try to, I'm gonna go with the flow kind of guy. If you into that, I'm not into, I'm gonna let you talk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with it because at the end of the day, it's important to you, and you are important to me. But by the,
You're a good man. You're a good man. Because what happened when we went to that? What happened when we went to that party, that Christmas party
Wait, which one?
at
The ground control one?
No. We went to Wellspring. Shout out to Wellspring, man.
Oh yeah, Wellspring Man.
Black in business.
Shout out.
What happened when we walked into the tent and that woman came up to me and said,
Oh, yo, so we walked in, she's like, I got it. She's like, I'm selling some stuff here, whatever. The first vendor we walked in, she's like, Basile was like, oh yeah, what you got? She's like, well, I got the Zodiac sign stuff. He was like, nope. Just kept walking. I don't even think he said anything. She's like, you want to learn? She's like, can I teach you about Zodiac? She's like, no.
walked away.
Walked away, and then I stood there, Mr. Nice Guy, back, and I was like, "What's wrong with your friend?" I was like, "Yeah, just a little anti-social." I was like, "Let me look at your stuff. You want to buy something? No, I'm good. I'm just."
Y'all
I
done
felt
tried
bad.
every sign and the nigga still cheated on you. And this shit don't work. So
it's only 12.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
like, fuck 30 niggas. So I mean, all of them was Leos, I guess. Right?
But I will say, we mentioned it earlier with the whole sugar daddy situation. And if you're watching this and you're a female and you're a sugar baby, I want to talk to you. But one of my former colleagues, I don't know how we got into the conversation.
Pimping or something?
No, I don't know how we got into the conversation. But she just started talking about, yeah, I'm getting my roster ready for the winter. I was like, what you mean? She said, yeah, I got this guy, he just sends me money. And then when I can, we go out to dinner. I said, okay, then what else? No, that's it. That's all he sends me money for. I said, okay. Yeah, and then she finishes off and said, yeah, I take the money and me and my boyfriend will go on a trip somewhere. I said, oh, so you got a man and you going out to dinner with this guy? And she said, yeah, but I spend it on him. I also go out with this guy and X guy and X guy.
Well, who's winning though? She is. She winning all the way around.
She winning.
I'll just say it may be the older guy who fronted her the money winning.
Wait,
Because I have no ties to you. Go back to your boyfriend, do what the hell you want to do. Like, I just use you for sex.
And the boyfriend,
I don't-
because
well-
he getting to go out to eat for everybody.
Because you're not finna sit up here and tell me, and this is the thing that I hate with these women, because they don't want to be honest with you. They always make it seem like, oh, I ain't had to do nothing. Baby, there's not a man in America that's going to keep giving you money and it's not going to want nothing in return.
That's true. That's true.
Like,
But
unbelievable lies. You fuck. It's okay.
that's
How much did you
okay.
get?
But I'm not going to deny that there may be a small percentage of guys who would just give the money and just keep it moving.
OnlyFans.
Or that is
Yeah,
true.
that-
Tipping is crazy on there.
That is
No.
true.
Yeah, because they got a whole nother fetish. So
Yeah,
but we talking about like in-person type.
Yeah.
Bruh,
Get what you're saying.
somebody giving you money
On a regular basis.
on a regular shorty, paying your bills and all this shit, and I had to sleep with them. You got to understand, these people who have that type of funds in the type of economy we're in right now today, they not dumb. Like, if you got somebody, I had a sister tell me, oh, this guy I'm talking to, he's older, he's going to give me 100,000. No, he was not. Shut the fuck up.
Why you ain't get the money?
Yeah, why you get money? That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Like, I said, listen, short, listen, even if he was a billionaire, you know how much 100,000 is? People not just kicking that out. Right.
Unless you're a Saudi prince, but that requires some
Oh, yeah,
defecation.
you
and I don't know
getting
if you,
shitted on by 100
I don't know if
niggas,
you're
man.
into that.
Fucking dogs,
And
bro.
bestiality too.
And
a little
bestiality.
bit.
Yeah, so-
Can I say something to the female viewers though? Because on that topic that you're talking about, and I will preface this statement by saying I'm not human trafficking in any way. But if you are a woman and you know a man that's willing to give you $100,000 and you don't want to take it, call me. I know some women that will do it.
Yeah. They you own it at that point though.
Yeah, but I don't care because
Yeah.
this is the thing. He and I can get something set up to where you don't have to spend $100,000. Just give me $5,000 a month, and you're gonna have a different one
Yeah.
every week.
Yeah.
Pimping?
No. It's a business.
It's a good business model.
I mean, if you're willing to give $100,000, you saving money. These people that I'm gonna hook you up with is making money because
Yeah.
you $5,000, and I got to take a portion for me just for facilitating.
I'm gonna save you. So yeah, you know, we started off with this personality test, and you know, it kind of went, you know, took a turn to more as to relationships, which I do think is a topic that we need to bring a female on here, and you got the females in there who'd be willing to give their perspective
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
But you know, let us know your thoughts on this topic. Any personality tests, any zodiac signs that you guys abide by? Losers? No, but really, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, whether you agree or disagree with what was said here today. Thank you for watching, and we'll be right back. So, let's ride.
You know, the meal we're prepping tonight.
Well,
What
you know,
audience would that be beneficial for?
well, actually, for what I'm doing tonight, is going to be a lot of items that are pretty high in protein.
Okay, good, which is
So
good.
you know, so again, if somebody is say they are trying to lose a little bit of weight,
Yeah.
you know, get a little routine going on, this will be able to help with the protein aspect, giving them some energy, you know, letting that blood flow. So it's good with that. So
Yeah, as a
that's what
personal trainer, man, I always recommend my clients, man, to load up on their greens.
All right, so our next segment, a lot of y'all who comment on our videos, thank you. We appreciate the interaction. The rest of you who don't, get in the comment section, speak your mind so that we can do what we're doing right now, and that's reacting to your comments on our videos. Let's start off with at Langa_RSA. This is off the video of when we talked about the post-election fiasco that was going on. And Young Hemp, I believe you made a comment, and the comment goes as, your blackness wouldn't allow you to vote for Trump.
Damn right.
I would have subscribed, but that line right there just turned me off. I'll still watch your videos, though. You seem interesting. I'm going to let you start off since you're the one who said it. What do you think of Langa_RSA's comment?
So first of all, the RSA, I mean, I don't know if this is true. It leads me to believe they might be from South Africa, right? Republic of South Africa.
Go for it. I don't know.
But I don't know. Who knows? But to elaborate on my previous comment, my blackness wouldn't permit me to vote for Trump. So as a black man, right, in this country, I don't think Donald Trump is racist. I'm going to double back like I said last time. I don't think he's racist. If you go back to what he did prior to his electoral campaign, he was surrounded by black people constantly. Black people love Trump. He loved them. Even with this DEI stuff, a lot of politicians and everything will have you think that DEI automatically means black, that affirmative action automatically means black. I'm here to tell you that it doesn't. And a lot of these situations and jobs that black people are getting, and it's because we are the best qualified folks. That's the way we view it ourselves is kind of reverse racism. You're thinking, okay, if he's talking about DEI, I'm gonna lose my job. No, motherfucker, you got 2 bachelors, a master's, and a doctorate. You are qualified. You are not a DEI hire. But to get back on topic, I can't say, yeah, I'm gonna vote for Trump when he's going on TV pandering to racist people. It don't sit right with me. It's not ever going to sit right with me when he's doing certain imagery, doing, you know, the same thing that Elon Musk did. Doing
What you
stuff
mean,
like
man? He's giving his heart.
Listen, I'm never going to do that, right?
Everybody's seen that.
Yeah, that's unforgivable. I can't align myself with nothing like that. So, RSA,
He has Asperger's. Leave him alone.
yeah, so do I, but I'm not doing stuff like that. So I mean,
And then they're gonna make you seem as if, oh, that ain't what we saw.
come on, man.
Like really?
I think I'm gonna steal your slogan. Don't insult my intelligence, man. I might be dumb, but I ain't stupid. I know what that is. But I mean, that's all I got to say about that. I appreciate that comment, and I hope they keep listening, man. But I'm not going to ever vote for Trump or anybody that ever looks like him, even if I agree with their policies.
But then also, to your point, he also hasn't denounced any of the radical racial people that have supported him.
Right.
He's never openly said, I don't support Proud Boys. I don't support David Duke or these who was the other podcaster who's very Nick Fuentes and all these guys. He's never openly said, I don't support them because that would mess up his base.
These far right people.
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it is a lot of his policies are really hurting these people's true agendas. The far right people, if you look at the things that are happening, the people who benefited most from DEI are white women.
Mm-hmm.
And black women are in the uproar about this shit going away. The people who are not benefiting from being deported are Hispanics. And you got a lot of Hispanic people was throwing on that cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them voted, for
right.
him.
And hey, look, I ain't mad at you. Support who you want. But don't be mad because your cousin got taken out the country. Now you upset because you can't go out here and lay concrete no more because he was your best concrete man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So
which
that's
is going to be very interesting with the whole Elon Musk situation and these robots. Because, you start losing a certain amount of people in certain industries. Who's going to work those jobs? They know we ain't going to work them unless you increase the pay.
Oh, no. Listen.
How much of Amazon's factory workers is robotics compared to humans? Because, of course, they had the drivers, the delivery drivers. But I want to say that a good portion do the stacking, the sorting, all that. I could be very wrong.
You're more sorting. So I've been on the actual Amazon robotics floor. So they have robots doing a lot of the shifting and sorting of goods. So you still have human interactions where you're picking and putting things in boxes. Yeah. But as far as inventory, quality control management, and all that stuff, it's a whole robot floor moving all that stuff around.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I seen an article. I want to say it was in Tennessee. Amazon went up to as of now. I think they trying to charge. Well, they talking about in the works of paying people like 30 cents an hour.
No.
That was gonna make sense.
That was Costco.
That was Costco.
But Costco,
they're gonna have to do that.
Costco is paying the non-union workers $30 an hour.
Oh, they're not paying.
The union. Yeah, they're not paying the union workers. So they see that raise and they're like, "Oh, we getting a raise." No, if you're a union member, you're not getting squat.
Yeah.
But these non-union workers, they getting it. I'm like, yeah, y'all are slick. That's slick.
I'm gonna have to monitor that. That's gonna be interesting because in a situation like that, right? If you're a union worker and there's a contract, there's a CBA. Just like I'm familiar, from your previous employer, about CBAs.
Those that should not be named.
Yes. So if the contract for this job is covered under the CBA and you're paying someone outside the CBA a certain wage and not paying the unionized worker that same wage, does that violate the CBA? Because most of these CBAs include one thing that the labor side loves, and it's a no strike clause. So if you violate that CBA, the no strike clause goes out the window. And if it sounds like that type of deal would violate the CBA, I'm not a labor lawyer or anything, and I'm not the smartest guy, but I'm not dumb. You could go on strike. Let's see how that. I'm gonna have to monitor that because I like to be involved in a little bit of cantankerous activity and things like that. I might just go down there and launch my own personal false flag operation and put on the Costco hat. No, just start a strike and I don't even work there.
Our next comment comes from the video where why parents are voluntarily giving up their children. And the first comment is from Claire Sigmund, who says, not ironic that two black men are leading this conversation.
And look, I want to add that comment was left on Martin Luther King's birthday.
It was. So I just want to get, what do you guys think of Claire Sigmund's comment regarding our conversation regarding that topic?
And the three people that liked the shit.
Yeah, the three people that liked it. Don't worry, we will find you.
Yeah.
Black man can't do nothing right, bro.
Oh, boy.
Nah, we always gonna be judged. There's always gonna be some level of racism, but it's just like I honestly thought it was funny. You know what I mean? Because I like when people show their true colors. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you just, the thing is, Claire, thank you for showing your true colors and saying that, but then also say something positive about it. What did you learn? What did you not like? Don't just talk about us having the conversation. Give some insight so that way we can rebuttal or do this comment thing and say something on a more intellectual aspect of what you're saying. But oh yeah, two black men having okay, yes, whatever.
But the funny thing is, this is what I find crazy, right? So the same conversation we having, they be having,
right,
about their friends and their family members.
You know,
we're just saying it on the podcast.
Tyrone, he's a no good.
Guess what? They talking about their grandmothers the same way. They aunts the same way. It's just because we're saying it and we're black men, it's a problem. You know how many women are in friendships with other women that's like, she's not raising this child right.
Right.
She doesn't know what to do as a mother. I can't believe she don't take her daughter a bath. That's something simple. You'll be amazed how many women talk like that about their friends.
Yeah.
I'm not amazed because I know.
And then here we are, we're talking about the same thing from a male perspective, and y'all looking at us like, well, something wrong with us for hitting the issue. No, you feel the same way. You're just not saying it.
Yeah.
So what? Everybody's supposed to be like remain silent about the topic or something? No, it's true.
Yeah. And not just that, also reflect on the fact that we're trying to have this conversation to better the circumstances that are in those stereotypes.
Solution oriented.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all are just criticizing. Y'all niggas shouldn't be talking about it. Like, all right, well, damn.
Y'all, we can't talk about this. We can't talk about 50-50. We can't. What y'all want us to talk about?
But see, that nigga word, right? I believe it in its true definition. It's not specific to black people. And the people who hate black people the most are niggas as well. I've never met like everybody I met who was racist reminded me of some niggas that I knew. Like, yo, you very similar to the people that you talk about that you hate.
Yeah.
So, like, I imagine that this person is probably like, I mean, they might not be from Baltimore because this is international, but they might be from Pigtown. You know, they probably got a couple of little mixed kids in their family. You know, they getting a check, all these things, and they probably got some kids that they volunteered to go somewhere else. They probably are suffering from the same type of things and see it in their community, but their skin is just a different color. So, like you said, Travis, I appreciate them commenting.
100%.
And I hope they continue to comment. I hope that you respond to this. Matter of fact, make your own podcast and show your face online, and we can have a back and forth about this.
You know what, Claire? We'll bring you on. We'll bring you on. We're gonna bring you on, Claire. We're gonna bring you on. If you got something to say it to us straight up. The next comment on the same video is from Rich and Rare. All right, he got a profile picture of Kobe. Rest in peace. Also to the Forgotten Seven. But I was married for 15 years after my divorce. And back to dating has opened my eyes on some of these situations. Some people shouldn't have kids. True. I've observed some mothers and fathers completely checking out of their kids to where the kids raise themselves with a tablet, go to school every day and barely read or can't tell time. I guess, well, work on your spelling there, Rich.
He's probably typing fast.
Yeah,
he's flashing it. Don't talk about Rich.
The kid's getting in trouble. Come home, hop right on the computer or video game with no repercussions or no accountability. At the same time, holds the world accountable for things that their kids are doing. It's the teacher's fault. It's what I hear. While the child is at school acting a fool, the fathers aren't around while paying $50 a month in support. It's wild out here. Then you step in. There's no responsibility given to these kids. I mean, my mother made us clean the house from top to bottom, which I appreciate now because I don't need a woman for anything. I can cook for myself. I can clean for myself, do my own laundry, iron my own clothes, pay my bills. But I watch these parents handicap their kids and it shows that we are in a rude awakening for the next generation. The man I am, I'm always trying to help while leaving myself exposed to the BS. Leaving myself exposed to all the BS that doesn't have anything to do with myself. I've also had black women mad at me because I'm well put together in my own words and hold that against me because I chose to work other than sit on the couch. Tell me to quit one of my jobs to spend more time with her. I'm just confused on what these women want. Yeah, so Rich had a lot to say, man. He clearly typed it quickly because, he was high in emotion. We hit that trigger spot for him. But what do you guys think of what Rich and Rare had to say on the video?
So I'm gonna kick it off. He hit a lot of good topics. Honestly, I think this is probably really important. I'm really happy that he made this comment because at the end of the day, this is how a lot of men feel. If you put a lot of effort in building yourself, not only financially, but also your character, and you take pride in it, you're going to be upset at the state of black people. But Rich, I'm going to say, you got to have some discernment, brother. There's a lot of women out here, and all of them don't have multiple kids. There's a lot of women out here who do have multiple kids that take care of their kids. You got to be mindful of who you attaching yourself to. But I understand. I'm going to tell you like my mother told me. Stop picking up the puppies, all right? I feel bad for the woman out here, and I see the little kids, and I say, oh, man, she's like, she needs some help. I want to come in and be Captain Save them. But you can't be mad at them. That's how you found them. You knew them kids was bad as shit when you start dealing with them. You knew that. You knew the baby daddy wasn't around when you start dealing with them. You knew that. So if you really want to get a woman on your level, you know, that's really what you want, you got to have that discernment and trying to find her, A, and B, you got to have enough discipline not to go after the big butt and the smile, because a lot of them, you know, you ignore them 5 kids when that thing is just bouncing in that sundress. You know, I've fallen victim of it myself. You see they got the kids in tow, but the booty just talking to you, you know, make you make a bad decision real quick. So Rich, you know, I would have Rich on. Rich sound like he got some things to say.
Yeah, it's crazy because when you're in these situations like Rich have been in, it's hard because sometimes you don't get to see it till after you're in it already. And you know, I tell guys all the time, like, you have to be a very man that's in tune with himself to date a woman who have kids. Only reason why, because when you insert yourself in that situation, it's so many different variables. Like, if y'all break up and you get attached to the kid, then what? You see what I'm saying? What happened if you provide for this child and she decides, well, I want my father to walk me down the aisle, not you? These are the things we don't really talk about. You know what I'm saying? And some people have a problem with, and they're not mature enough to have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, some people, they discipline their children different than what you would. And so that could be an issue. And so, yeah, you just got to be mindful when you're dating women who have kids, man. Rich, you know, you got to make sure you're taking your time before you insert yourself in certain situations. But for the most part, a lot of women, they don't know how to raise their children, bro. They're not teaching them principles. Like you said, what he's talking about, that is real life. That is a lot of these women, you know, of course they want us to have sympathy for them because they put themselves in these situations. But these situations that y'all putting yourselves in, y'all not really being honest. And this is why we having the problem we having in our community. Because if you just think about it, bro, you know how many grown men are suffering right now when they get older and they've realized, yo, my mother was the side chick.
Yeah, that's real.
And here I am, a grown man. I know, and I can't interact with men because my father wasn't there. Yeah. And I'm beefing with him, but the whole time, my mother was a side hoe, bro.
Yeah.
Or how many women who had kids and the guy was like, yo, shorty, I don't want you to have no child. I'm not going to be there. And you decided to take it upon yourself to force this man to be a man, and he decided not to, and now here go this child that's in this earth. You see what I'm saying? We don't have these conversations. Or it could be, shorty, he was just a one-night stand.
Right. And you raise your child to have resentment towards this man.
Yes, bro. Like, you know, we be afraid to have these conversations. And you see that happen, like, you know how many people got grandmothers who got fucking 8, 9 kids?
Yes.
7 different men? Your grandmother was a hoe. She was slinging pussy, bitch.
Hey, look. But you know, hey, listen, y'all. It's a hard conversation.
Yeah, it's a hard conversation. And so everybody wonder why we all fucked them, why we got all this resentment and hate and this and that, man. And, you know, all right, well, these two got the same father, I don't, and so they treat me a certain type of way. Or his father is active in the life and this one not. And so now this child is confused because it's like, well, where my daddy at?
But see, and I'm glad you said that because you might be dealing with a woman who you got a kid by, or, you know, you had a kid by, and she, right.
There you go.
So
there
now,
we go.
as a man, right, you step in and you see the little kid and you might even provide for them in certain ways. You take your child to Chuck E. Cheese, you let them come along.
Yeah.
But that kid is, you might start to develop a relationship with that kid, even though it's not yours, and you're not even with their mother. But that kid still love their daddy. So that's, like I said, it's difficult. And I understand where Rich is coming from with that because he sounded like he didn't raise a couple people kids. And then when they come down to it, it's like, but I'm gonna say this. I'm sorry, Jerry, I didn't cut you off.
No, you good.
Rich, don't be no paycheck and don't be saving them, man. Because you know they need help. And you sound like you got some stuff that you can help these people with. You got to be mindful of how you utilize them resources, man.
And ain't no telling how old Rich is and what his market is neither. Because just like with us, how often, if you dating over 30, how many women you gonna encounter that ain't got no kids?
It's impossible.
You see what I'm saying? So now it come down to, all right, shorty, you know, like I told you, I thought I was playing. Shorty, do you got a job? Do you got a house? Do you take care of your kids?
Yes.
Because if you're not taking care of your kids, then I can't mess with you.
Yeah.
And it's bigger than just getting them dressed and having them put on the designer. What are you teaching your child, shorty?
Right.
And they don't do that.
Are you raising them?
They not raising them, bro. They think just buying clothes and this and that and taking them out, having a good time. Shorty, you're not there. You're not teaching your child no principles whatsoever. And this is why we have a hard time as men, because we insert ourselves in these situations. And now I don't been talking to you for 2 weeks, and bitch, here you go telling, come get your daughter. Who?
Right.
What are you talking about? That's not my child.
Right. But this the thing.
Come get your son. Who are you talking about?
But see, this talk, they call it generational curses, right? A lot of these women don't have fathers. They
don't.
They don't understand the role that a man should play in the household, and they don't know how to facilitate a safe space for a man to come into their life.
Mm-hmm.
And as a man, right, we naturally, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of times we seek out situations of comfort. So if you was raised in a home with a single woman, you will go to a home with a single woman.
Yeah. Because
that feels like home to you. She might remind you of your mama in certain ways,
Yeah.
but like Gary said, it's a hard conversation to have with yourself. Say, damn, my mom was a side piece.
Yeah.
So you got to be mindful. You got to be strong within yourself to understand how to break these general curses within yourself and to not enter situations that are comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times, like I said, my parents weren't together. My parents were divorced. So I find myself, even before I had kids, attracting women who had kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the situation that I was accustomed to. That's what a woman should be to me. Because I love my mother. And that's what she was. She was a single mother. Now she's remarried, and that's great, and I'm happy for her.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that it takes a lot of strength on both parts. And women, you got kids, man, take care of them. Take care of them the best you can. I ain't saying it's not going to be perfect because raising kids ain't hard, but do the best you can. And truly,
but they don't even require much, bro.
They don't.
Sometimes they just want you to play with toys.
Yeah.
Well, I would say the comment that Rich made was some people shouldn't have kids. I think that comment resonates with me the most because, you know, everyone wants to have kids, but nobody wants to be a parent. And there's a huge difference in that. Like you said, sometimes it might not be much, but regardless, even if with one child, that's a lot of effort you got to be willing to put in there. And you have to know that ahead of time. So if you're out here like, oh, I'm just, you know, spreading the seed around.
Sexual discipline.
Right, right. So if you're out here spreading the seed and just being like, oh, you know, I'm going to have kids from wedlock, it's like, okay, well, do you know, back to that generational curse, long term, the effect that's going to have? Most people don't think of that far ahead. I mean, it's that right now. And I know we talked about this before, that right now in the moment, especially with when it comes to sex, having that sexual discipline and everything. But I mean, I think you said it. The two biggest decisions you're going to make in your life: who you're going to marry,
who you have a child by,
and who you have a child by.
All day.
And
because when you having sex and you in it and it's wet, neither one of y'all thinking clear.
You ain't lying.
Just keep honest with you. You know, because guess what? You ready? When you could bring any man or woman on, and they'll tell you, if you ask them, what was it about this man that you decided, if I have a child by him, I'm gonna be all right? You see, he showed no signs of that. He was just swinging that, and you was like, okay, good. Hey, this is my shit, right? Yeah, this yours. There we go. Now here comes a child, bro. And your life changes. Your life changes. This is why you see this stuff on the news where, the mother killed the child or left it in the hospital, bro. And then we get mad, but mentally they wasn't prepared, bro. They wasn't, bro. And so we suffer from that, man. That's why I say, especially in our community, bro, because if you look at what's being pushed on these kids and what's being pushed with these women acting like men, and they can never outdo us being a man, you set yourself for failure. You set yourself for failure. But yeah, Rich, once again, there's so many different things I get from this because maybe he is a man who's established and don't want children right now at the moment, so he probably dating women who got children. To take his time. Ain't no telling what he got going on, but like you said, you got to have discernment, and also you got to understand who you are. As a man, I don't have to insert myself. There's a lot of women I could choose from. I don't have to really place myself in that situation, and that's why you got to be real with yourself. Man, listen, if I'm gonna play stepfather, I'm gonna play that to the T, and I'm not asking no questions. Listen, short, if I insert myself in a situation, man, if dude come back in her life, I gotta respect that.
Right.
If she decided, if I spent all my money on her getting to college and being the woman she is, bro, and she said, hey, I want my father to walk me down the aisle, I gotta respect that. I did my part. All I did was, guess what? All you did was show me as a man, I was able to love outside of myself because you don't belong to me, but yet I have an opportunity to change the community because you're not mine, but I can point you in the right direction. So now you got no excuse. So I'll wipe away all the excuses now. So you can't say, oh, because my father wasn't, no, I was there, and I told you how a man should treat you. You see what I'm saying? So if you're not going to do all that, you got to come out of that, bro.
Right.
You got to come out of that.
That example you gave is really, honestly, that's really a function of you. If you give and raise that child up, and she decides, you know what, my dad wasn't there, but I'm gonna still love him.
Yeah.
She probably couldn't have done that if she didn't have that man there to fill the shoes. Because a lot of women have a deep seated hatred of men based upon their relationship with their father, and that's really why us as men are having problems. Because most of us, I ain't gonna say, I know y'all specifically date black women. I've dated women that aren't black. I'm not gonna speak for y'all, but dating majority of black women, 9 times out of 10, their father is not. He wasn't shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, broken homes.
Yeah. Even if he was around, he wasn't the best dad a lot of times.
When I talk to a lot of women now that's older, you'll be amazed how they hate their mothers now.
Yeah.
Because they finding out, Ma, you kept me away from this man. So this is, imagine growing up, man or woman, bro. Imagine out of resentment because I said, I don't want to be with you. You think I don't want to be in my child's life. And think about what we go through. Imagine when my child shorted and the hell you got to go through. Some guys don't have the tolerance level, bro. They be like, all right, fuck it then. When you get older, then come holler at me.
Yeah. I remember that video. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming it's real or whatnot. I forget who that lady was, but I remember it was the parents sitting across from each other, and there was the 3 daughters, and the wife had convinced the daughters that the father was molesting them.
That's crazy. See, that's
out of spite.
Bro. That's too
And
much.
then,
What type of woman is this?
And then
The one that's hurt.
And then
Miss Yvonne has acknowledged that her story about you touching your children in a sexual way was not true.
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you didn't do it?
Sorry, I need you to say that you did not rape your girls. I need to hear it come out your mouth the way I've always heard it.
So when that truth was revealed, imagine all these years you're thinking your dad was doing this and the mother was lying. So then now it comes to the table for her to apologize. And her response is, well, why didn't you fight for them? Why didn't you fight? Why would I fight and you're lying?
Yeah.
So then the daughters are like, okay, well then, if this how it's going to be, you're dead to us then. Because that's crazy.
But
This whole time, you've ruined a relationship.
What were you thinking as a man when you had a child with this woman?
They don't think, bro.
I wasn't thinking listen, man, I ain't gonna lie. I got a kid. Me and my baby mother don't always see eye to eye. And I asked myself, where was I? And she probably asked herself, why did I have a kid with him? And I'm gonna answer the question. It was the sex.
It was the sex, bro.
The
and then not only the sex, where you was at in your life.
Yeah.
We all went through a lot of things. Like the person I was 3 years ago, I'm not that person no more.
That's true.
And so now when you're having a child and you co-parent, and I was like, oh, you think you better? No, baby, I changed. I can say that. I'm not the person you met. Yeah. I'm not the person you met when we had this child, man. I'm different now. But that's what it be, bro. Listen, the sex, those toxic relationships are the ones where you be in situations where it's so wet and it's so good, you're not thinking clear. That's why I hate to say this, but that's what people say, yo, just masturbate.
But
get that nut out so you get the post clear so you can
post nut clarity.
Yeah, because you really horny.
But you
don't
know what's
do that.
crazy though? Like y'all know what it means to be neurodivergent.
Mm-hmm.
They a lot of times have sex demons, right? Let's say I'm a person, I ain't saying you neurodivergent, but let's say you got ADHD or you might have Asperger's, like something that's going on with you, not crazy, but they be having the best sex, right? And this is who your baby mothers will be. These are the baby fathers and the baby mothers of the world. You gotta come up out of that sexual thing because trying to tell you the people who got the best sex be the worst people.
But you know why they're worst people? No, I'm gonna say this before we move on. This is real talk, bro. I've encountered a lot of women. All the women who had the best sex that I've encountered, they all had one thing.
It was batshit crazy.
They was raped and molested.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right.
They was forced to become a woman at a young age. And they become promiscuous.
Yeah.
And as they get older, the things that they was taught, and same thing for men. I'm gonna put my business out there. I had a situation where a young lady who was older than me, who was watching me, had me doing things. And then you're forced to become an adult now. You've been robbed of your innocence. And so, like you said, yeah, it is some form of spiritual attachment now, because now it's like, yo, why the fuck this person is a pussy magnet? Or why this person, why you got so much swag? It's like a mark on you, bro.
Right. They know.
They know. And those women, like I said, those women who've been through those things, man, some of them that I've encountered, best sex in the world.
See, I would like to have, and this is a conversation I think for another episode where a young lady told me there's like almost no women who've never had a situation where they feel like they've been either molested or even further, right? And maybe we should try to shine light on that at some point, because I think it's not talked about enough, where if you polled 100 women, 99% of them will say that something happened to them in their life.
Yeah. And from brothers, uncles, family members.
Right. It's a
so you got to be a
problem.
So what I realized, even being a black man dating black woman, you got to be a strong ass nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Because they got so much shit that they've dealt with, and now they lean into you. So now you playing father figure, brother, uncle, everything. And so sometimes when they lashing out, you just got, all right, she's going through her shit.
Yeah.
You can't even take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, shorty, ready? All right, you done? Meet me upstairs. I fuck the shit out you. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. No, I'm serious, because they've been through so much. But listen, I dealt with one, bro. She was raped and molested, bro. And when we would go to sleep, she would always have like covers all over. I'm like, what the fuck you like? But she's traumatized from that shit. You know what I'm saying? These are grown women, and you got to think about it like these grown women who have bumped heads with their mother because their mother, boyfriends, or whoever was fucking with them, and they didn't believe them. And so now you're dealing with women who have so much trauma, bro. Like they just feel alone. And so yeah, and then they very promiscuous, bro.
Yeah,
they willing to do whatever the fuck, because they just, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit be crazy, bro. But that's what's happening. Well, at least for me, I know for a fact, every woman I have fucked and we had great sex, it's like kindred spirits. Fucking like rabbits, bro.
So it's the spiritual connection, and I'm sorry,
it is, bro.
Well, I want to also say, but to Rich and Rare's comment, like I also, when he says I learned to cook and clean for myself and do things for myself, he doesn't mention whether he was raised with just a single mother or a father. So I'm very curious where his background comes from, because I can kind of relate to where he's coming from, of knowing how to, care for myself and grow up, but then also at the same time, what we talked to about discernment and self-awareness of being who we are. I grew up with a mom who raised me, you got to clean, cook, clean, do all that, very disciplined. But then at the same time, she tried to keep my father out of my life. I didn't know until I was maybe mid-20s. My mother showed me, like, here's the court document. Your father served me papers so he could be in your life. So that's how I learned to be a man, was where it's just like, I was raised by my mom, and I went down kind of that brainwashing technique of being raised by a mother and how that affects young black men, but then realizing, my father was fighting to be in my life. He was there for me. So I'm very curious, Rich and Rare, when it comes to your interactions with women, what your home life was like, and then how you have to be really strong about self-awareness, discernment, and the communication. Because if you're dealing with a woman with children, she's dealing with trauma and all these past things, it's a very strong thing to have to be mentally aware of who you are and the spiritual connection you have. And then if you're dealing with kids, mutual communication on how we're going to discipline them, or how are you raising them? Am I meeting your baby daddy and having a conversation with, like, hey, I'm in these child's life? So certain levels of discernment, awareness that we have to step back and reflect on in order to grow, especially if we're going to be dealing with relationships and things like that when it comes to women with kids. And it's not just black women, bro, because like Ryan said, I dated the rainbow too. All women got levels of craziness to them, you know what I mean? So it really comes down to self-introspection and how you want to communicate and move forward with women. And the thing is, like Gary told me earlier, you just got to keep it real. Like, I've been in the lame position to where I played a nice guy and all this stuff or whatever. It sugarcoats a lot of stuff, especially when you're just trying to clap cheeks. You got to keep it real. You just got to keep it real, but then have a mutual understanding. So, yeah, that's mine.
Thank you guys for watching and tuning in to another episode of Late Night Bmore. We really appreciate you being here. Again, please make sure to like the video, share, and subscribe so you can get more great content from all of us. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.
Deuces.
Yes. So.
Bye.